I want to also ask you while I've got you, one of the other things, of course, the big thing, people care more about cost of living, I think, than anything else in this election. And I've been fascinated here, by the way, that the Harris campaign has been trying to tack in that direction. First we had them steal Donald Trump's policy on taxing tips, but now we've seen, I guess you could almost call it a left-wing populist position of trying to, cap grocery prices, which I think has been a pretty big disaster everywhere else that's been tried. Does this show that they're trying on some way to connect, though, to this, ordinary mainstream American who is doing it tough in terms of prices, inflation? Or is this just completely ham-handed? Because I'm not sure how many people are going to buy some of these things.
I think she's running a very good campaign. And that's not because I agree with what she's saying, but she is focusing on kitchen table issues. She's going to make a big economic speech tomorrow. And crucially, James, she's avoided making appeals to identity. She's not out there saying, vote for me, I'm a woman, vote for me, I'm a Black woman. She's not out there saying this would be a historic win. She's out there talking about the middle class. And while I don't necessarily think that she's the best person to improve the fortunes of the middle class, it's clear that the Democrats have gotten the message that they're in trouble with working class voters and that they're taking that message seriously to the best of their abilities. I think, the choice of Tim Walz was a sort of misstep, but in that direction, right? Tim Walz is, a white working class person out of central casting. He looks the part. Of course, his policies are radical left, right? If you get down to what he actually does when he's in power, he is a progressive. He's a far leftist. He believes in all of the woke nonsense that average working class Americans, average rural Americans reject with every fiber of their being. But he looks the part, right? And so they sort of cast him in this role to stand there as like, rural granddad, right? And that's what they're doing
Yeah.
here is they're really setting the scene. They're setting this as a kind of, well, as JD Vance pointed out, it's like they're directing a movie.